Afternoon, everyone. So there's a potential structure there. But let's back up to the activity going on here, which is tool making, teaching how to make tools with soft material so the youngsters learn without hurting themselves. So here's some broken material, all of it flat. And as you go along here, see more broken material. Here's a piece that failed while napping. It busted. There's where the two pieces originally had been one. Right there. Broke in the making. Yeah, looks like a pressure flake here maybe did it to it. So, failed tool. So this guy teaches young ones, potential hand axe, how to make basic tools for hunting, foraging, food collection, manufacturing of other things. Some more broken out soft material. Little bits and pieces just about everywhere. This one is potentially a hand drill. So instead of mounting this to a stick, you'll use it to make a certain depth hole. You'll turn it in wood, you know, like a drill. Hand drill. You don't see those very often anymore. Normally, Native American would mount these on a stick and make it more like an arrowhead with an unusual point. There's some naming, buy, sell. So there's some training going on here. More stone broken apart, getting closer to the structure. But what I really want to show you is this massive arrowhead down here, or spearhead potentially. More shale. So I got over here in front of this structure and I noticed there's some really unique tools over here. So let me turn around, and there's lots of evidence that there's, you know, tool creation going on here. And in fact, one of these pieces has a really nice pop on it. Some also very unique shapes, like heart shape. Something they learned to make is a heart-shaped stone, so when they get married, they've got their skills. But this stone right here, see this circular striation? That's a pop point. You put a tool on it, you pop that flake out. That is very definitely showing that they are working this material. So this is what I wanted to show you over here. Another one failed. I wanted to show you this pile here. And this guy. This is a bifacial Clovis style, potentially spear point. But it is 8 inches across, 18 inches long. It's a massive tool. I want to know what kind of spear you put that in. And then you have these little tools, some very oddly shaped. Not sure what this is meant to be used for, but it looks like a scraper of some kind meant to plane a surface, maybe. That's what this half round to me indicates. You know, you're scraping bark off of something, etc. You have a knife that's pretty well made. Potential blunt tip, looks like they didn't finish it. Little scrapers. So these might be examples, and there's chipping evidence right there. Napping. So these are all practice pieces. This is just for the youngsters to learn how to do this material manipulation. Because when they get older, they'll work in granite or diorite in some cases. So here's the structure. It's about, I don't know, 7-8 feet in height. A good 6-7 feet across. Nice little sit spot. Has a great view. Normally this structure is down on the other end. It's up on this side instead this time. So I'm assuming classes are happening down here instead. Anyhow, this is the teacher that is pretty well known in this valley. His marker gets shared around a lot. A lot of youngsters come here to learn, basic tools. And evidently he's got an ongoing class. He usually does throughout the summer. He'll have half a dozen students down here at any given time. He's also the individual that took in a lot of the orphaned children that had, been lost. They lost their parents in the fires a few years ago. He probably took in 20 young men, and he taught them all the skills necessary for hunting, taking care of family, the turnout ceremonies, turning them to men, and arranging marriages. He helped them get married. This is also where the deer kill was, and the bark collection for putting raw meat on. You create that bacteria barrier with fresh wood, keeps your meat from being soiled. So this is his tool class. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me take one last look at that big honkin' spear point, because this thing is massive. So I'll keep you updated on this guy. He's always down here with his youngsters doing stuff throughout the summer. That thing just blows me away. Could mount that in half a tree. My question is, what are you hunting? Anyway, on that note, have a great afternoon.